Back at 5:15. Hey, if your yard isn't looking as lush as it typically does this time of the year, might not be the lack of rain, but the type of grass that's in your yard. For the last year, researchers at the Lady Bird Johnson Wildflower Center have been testing various types of grass, trying to determine what can grow best in our hot, dry climate. Our Kate Whiteout with those details. It's new today.
If this is a familiar sight in your yard, patchy grass with weeds poking through or dry and brown, xeriscaping doesn't have to be the answer to a nice lawn.
We can still have our lawns. You don't have to tear it out. You don't have to have gravel and cactus. You can actually have a lawn, but we've got to think about how to do them right.
For the last year, that has been Mark Simmons' job. As a research scientist at the Lady Bird Johnson Wildflower Center, he's tested multiple types of grass to see what would make the best lawn. The idea was to use grass species found in the native prairie lands, since extra water or fertilizer isn't needed.
They're perfect turf grasses, but we needed to test them to see if they could actually stand up to the rigors of a normal lawn.
Like water, weeds, and foot traffic.
The way we did that was by running a small golf cart over it 10 times a week.
In the end, they discovered using a combination of buffalo grass, curly mesquite, and blue grama seeds created the ultimate lawn. The fine grass leaves make for a denser turf.
And again, we found that where we had this native mix of species, we had fewer weeds as well.
And that was even with adding in dandelion seeds.
The secret to a good turf grass is actually the soil. You really want to get a good 6 inches of loose soil with a bit of organic matter on it, a bit of good quality compost, and then put your seed on top of that.
That means if you have a yard that looks like this, you'll have to pull everything out and start from scratch. But once it's established, you'll only have to water once a month, and since it grows slow, you'll mow it less than 10 times a year.
We want an ecological lawn, not a lawn on life support.
Kate Whiteout, KXAN, Austin News.
All right, the researchers compared the native grasses to Bermuda grass in their test. To find out how you can grow the native grass that the scientists created, we have a link on our website at KXAN.com. Just look for this story.